Fun fact. According to Leo Queen, an average person walks past a serial killer around 36 times in their life. It is a fun fact because they didn't kill you. The Oxford Dictionary defines a serial killer as a person who commits a series of 3 or more homicides. They are known to follow patterns. There are 2 types of serial killers, one being of nurture, meaning a serial killer becomes one by his or her traumatic experiences. An example of a serial killer who was known to be from the nurture category was the Giggling Granny, formerly known as Miss Nanny Boss. She had an unhappy and abusive childhood. Her father was abusive and showed no love towards her at all, something Nanny craved the most. She killed 4 of her husband, her mother, her sister, her grandson, and mothers-in-law. She did this by either poisoning or choking them. The other type of serial killer is the one made by nature. These people become serial killers naturally by genetics and mental illnesses, making them ruthless killers. David Berkowitz had a normal childhood with loving adopted parents. At a young age, David was known to have random violent streaks, later known to be caused by paranoid schizophrenic disorder, antisocial personality disorder. He killed his victim using his .44 revolver, killing 6 women and wounded 7 others. Carl Panzram. Carl Panzram is one of those killers who fall under both the nurture and nature category. If it was illegal, he did it. He stole, beat, raped, and killed men, women, and children. There were no limits to him. He became violent as a child, and at the age of 11, he was sent to a boarding school, where he was abused sexually, verbally, and physically. These actions trigger his violent genetics. No matter how much his parents tried to love him, Carl killed everywhere he went. In 1987, serial killer David Leonard Wood killed 6 young women and left them in the desert outside of El Paso, Texas. According to El Paso Times, he had a troubled life marked by anger, frustration, and perhaps even a learning disability. He was sentenced to death in January 14, 1993 and remains alive. As you can see from the graph from Rat Roof University, the most common reason serial killers kill, with 48.4%, is for the enjoyment of it, whether it is for the thrill of the kill, lust, or just the need for power. Anyone can become a victim, which is why it is important to learn how to defend yourself. If you don't want to become a victim, you should learn how you should not walk and how you should walk. According to Good Mythical Morning, this is how you should and should not walk. To protect yourself and others, you can take self-defense classes at Total Defense here in El Paso, Texas.